Hello, my name is Erin Lineo. Today I'm going to talk to you about a purchasing plan. When it comes to supply chain management, the efficient flow of materials is essential to the overall success of the firm. In the past, firms built huge warehouses to store materials they needed to make their products. However, businesses have discovered that there are more efficient and cost-effective ways to move goods along the supply chain. Purchasing agents have a responsibility to the firm to ensure that items that are needed for production are the right product for the right price and delivered at the right time. Bellwether 2019 explains, efficient purchasing also means having inventory control. Businesses need to know what they have in stock and what they don't in order to make the right decisions when it comes to procurement. Even when the suppliers are having issues maintaining product quality and on-time delivery, purchasing managers must ensure that the flow of goods to workers and end consumers runs smoothly. The role of purchasing agents is to plan for supplier uncertainty while maintaining a cost-effective inventory. The situation we are experiencing with our key supplier is that about 5% of the parts shipped to us do not meet our quality standards. Receiving parts that do not meet our quality standards adds to our waste and means we cannot use some of the parts. The orders are arriving 1 to 3 days late. Not receiving the parts at the right time will cause delays in production, thus costing the company money for downtime. While increasing our order quantity may prevent production delays, it will increase our costs for storing inventory without supplying a solution for the root problem. Inventory affects the financial performance of the firm by tying up working capital. While inventory is considered an asset on the balance sheet, there are costs incurred for retaining excessive inventory. Some of the costs include carrying costs, which are the cost of storing inventory, insurance, obsolescence, maintenance, possible theft, and cycle counts. There are also quality costs, which are the costs of poor quality goods, defective inventory, and rework costs. Monka et al. 2016 states, effective inventory management is critical for maintaining assets and controlling expenses. The operations managers plan to increase the size of the orders will make up for the defective parts and late orders, but we will incur the cost of storing the excess inventory and the cost of the defective parts. Purchasing agents directly influence inventory investments, as they are responsible for ordering the right amount of inventory and ensuring that there is proper room to store it. Terry Seat 2020 mentions purchasing agents have to consider the cost and quality of materials, the price of shipping and shipping speeds, the availability of warehouse space, and the impact and storage of materials might have on the productivity. The purchasing agent's job goes much further than procuring goods. It extends to every area of the supply chain, from suppliers to warehousing to workers and the return of the defective materials. One of the roles of the purchasing agent is to reduce the effects of uncertainty from supply chain. Bellwether says, while you can't plan for everything, You can make your process a little more flexible to minimize any negative impacts on your business. Since our key supplier is having trouble filling orders to our satisfaction and delivering them on time, it may be in the best interest of the company to start looking for a new supplier as a backup plan. Another option is to communicate with the supplier. Monka et al. Explains a major step toward eliminating delivery uncertainty is a commitment to stable release schedule with realistic, but not overly generous, supplier lead times. With the combination of communication, a realistic supplier lead time, and a backup supplier, we should be able to maintain our supply chain without significantly increasing our inventory. Planning for supplier uncertainty and maintaining a cost-effective inventory are a few of the responsibilities that purchasing agents have. They must track inventory to ensure that the right materials are always on hand for the workers. They must track the costs associated with keeping inventory. They must ensure that orders are received on time and with the right quantity and quality. If something goes wrong with the supply chain, they must find the solution. Purchasing agents know that if the materials are not available for workers, the company will lose money. Monka et al. Expresses, supply managers need to strike a delicate balance between avoiding any supply disruptions and holding excessive amounts of inventory that weigh down a firm's or business's unit's balance sheet.